Coffee Kindred Bet the Assistant. Tahoe Anime Pet the Assistant.
All right. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome in. Oop, I got one book. Sorry, I'm moving some stuff around. Yeah. Stuff's flying everywhere. Welcome in. Hello. I am your host, Tahoe Anime. We are back here. Did you just laugh at me? Dreamer's laughing at me already. I didn't even barely even started and I'm already getting laughed at. Monday, back here working on stuff. Today is going to be a very short stream. I messed up and I was not paying attention to my calendar, and we've got a birthday party to go to. So we're just going to do an hour stream today, and then we are going to get off, and then we'll be back on Wednesday. So that is the plan at the moment. Oh my god, Sora's in a really funny position. Hold on. She just passed out just straight on the deck. Just nowhere near her rock, nowhere near her mat that she usually puts her face on. You're just watching the birds, sleeping. Silly dog. Anyways, yeah, today's going to be only an hour stream, but we will be back on Wednesday, working on some more stuff, getting ready for future events, all of that stuff as we get closer to book 3 being launched and going live on July 22nd. So, yeah. Today, or for the next hour, we're going to work on...
Exactly in 1 month.
What's exactly in 1 month?
July 22nd.
Yeah, it's 1 month away, yeah.
1.
Yeah. Dreamer's giving me notes behind me. Anyways, I know she just realized it. I know you just did. So for the launch of book number 3, we started working on some handmade product stuff. So we've got here on our Canva our setup for printing out shrink plastic sheets here. And these will get cut out, and then, oh, I actually took a picture. Let me grab it real quick. I'll show you guys. I'll show you what we do with the shrink plastics. So we take the characters and we put them on a sheet like this, and then cut them out and throw them in the oven. And what they do is they go from that paper thickness plastic and shrink down. So the image that was big ends up getting smaller, and then they get thicker at the same process. So I'll actually pull 2 pictures just in case. So what I ran into was there was an issue with this page where these little guys turned out really orange, which means my settings are off. So I need to go back and figure out what I did wrong and make some adjustments. So we're gonna put together like a test sample setup here, so that I can test them all out. But here you go, you can see part of the process going on. You can see the ones that say I Heart Books, really big. When they shrink down, they become as small as all of the other square ones up in the top left there. So the colors get condensed, the image gets condensed, all of that stuff from the shrink plastic, but they become like a fat 1/16 of an inch thick when they shrink down. So it actually gives them a little bit, kind of think like a guitar pick, like about that thickness, probably a little bit thicker than that. But yeah, so these are our little guys. You can see the one here in the middle, he turned pretty orange, and he's not supposed to be orange. He's supposed to be brown. He's supposed to be this color. So it tells me my settings are off, so I need to make some adjustments. So once we get done with those, then they get turned into these guys, like little earrings. So that's what we're working on, trying to figure out, get the color stuff corrected on these, make some adjustments, and go from there, kind of thing. So that's the plan for now. And we'll go from there. So what I need to do... Get my garbage outside right now. Pardon me if there's sound, if you hear that, probably not, but never know. Okay, so let's make some squares that we can print out here. So we need to do a color profile. So let's do, the black is fine. White is fine because it's non-color. Grays seem to be okay. Let's do a red. Let's do an orange. Let's do a yellow. We need, yes, we need a green. We need a blue. Probably a purple and a purple. Should be our main colors. Let me look at the color wheel again real quick. Yellow, orange. Well, a pink color would be good. Pink, purple, blue. A couple different kinds of green. Yellow, blue, red, green. Everything else should be a tertiary color. Probably don't need orange. The brown is the one that was the problem. Was the big problem. Okay. Yeah, this is where I'm going to run into. Oh, I know what I can do. I can save this. I can put it back in here as a photo. And then I can do my adjustments to it. That might be smart. The question is, so when the shrink plastic does its thing, when you heat it up, it compresses the whole thing down. Okay, so let's add some text. What do they call that in science when you have your baseline? Dreamer, what do they call that? Yes, your original test, it has no adjustments, no changes, no nothing. It's the... brain is not working this morning. Oh, I just had it and it went away. Shoot. Oh my god. That's a bad one. It's your what? Control. Yes, the control. Thank you. Ugh. So I know that's the control. Okay, let's download this page. Current page. Let's do that as a JPEG so that it's nice and bright, colorful. Okay. Let's see. We can crop this now. Done. Let's just go ahead and make another page. Okay, cool. That works. Let's just get rid of this. We know this is the control. Okay. So now this one we should be able to do an adjustment. Should be able to do do that. You know what I should have done? I should have put... Might have to redo it. I should put a square around them. Black square. Okay, so should we leave that? Get rid of this. Yeah, like that. Share. So we're gonna build our own little sample set here is what we're doing. Current page done. Download. Save. Trash. Always got to break a few eggs before you figure out what the heck you're doing when you're doing experiments like this. Crop done. Okay. That should be better. Okay. So yeah, you can see the brightness gets way dimmer there. Okay, so do another one. Let's do an adjustment, 100% brightness. If we do 100% contrast, the contrast isn't going to do much besides just make the darkers dark. Okay, let's just do the contrast. I think it does make... Does it make a difference? Yeah, it's definitely not as vibrant. The blues are going to come out super strong. So maybe it does need to do both. Do 100% brightness and 100% contrast. Yeah, this really doesn't look like it changes much. I'm trying to make enough incremental difference or change that I can see what's going on here. The reds are going to be super bright. The blues are going to be super bright. Green, purples. It does make a slight difference if it's just 100% contrast. If I go negative contrast, then it really drops. But I don't think we want that. Is that a worthy... experiment? Contrast 100. Okay, so these ones are set 50 contrast, 50 brightness, 50 saturation. Just do saturation. Makes it even brighter. Okay. So those are our baselines. This is the one. We'll do what I did. We'll do 50% bright, 50% contrast, 50% saturation. That's what I was doing. Kind of an in-between. Brightness 50 on 50. Sat 50. So that's the one I'm currently using. I want to change the temperature, add more whites to it. That almost looks like the 50% bright con sat. Very similar. A little bit of variation, a little bit of difference. Not a lot, but a little bit. Let's see.
Coffee Kindred pet the assistant.
Hey, thank you, Coffee Kindred, for petting our assistant. Where is Sora? Is she out there?
Yeah, she's laying on the deck.
Is she laying on the deck?
What's happening over here?
Yep, she's still there, just hanging out. Petting Sora.
Sorry.
Oh, girl. Just hanging out, being a dog.
Oh.
We had finches come by, we had quail come by, we had 2 squirrels come by today, a bunch of blue jays. Everybody was out there. Didn't bother her. She's not one of those dogs to chase anything unless it decides to come into the fence. It generally has to be one of the squirrels. The quails and everything else, she wasn't too worried about those, but when the squirrels come in the fence, and they get close enough to like the deck, then she starts it, then she chases them off. She's not a dog chaser or an animal chaser at all. She's just a chill dog.
She likes to chillax.
She does like to chillax, yeah.
You revamping your show?
Yes, I'm redoing this show. And then I'm doing color pathways right now for trying to figure out why our character came out so orange.
Makes sense.
Because he's supposed to be brown like this. He's not. He did not show up brown. And I need to figure out why. We have to do experiments. Adjusting the colors. I looked up at some point. So you can get printable shrink plastic online, Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can get it at the craft stores and stuff too. That's basically what we're doing. The colors will naturally darken and shrink down to roughly 20 to 30% of their original size. Correct. What are my print settings? Design adjustments in your photo editor like Canva. Lower the opacity and transparency of your image to about 50% and increase the brightness by 4 to 10% and saturation by 30%. So they're saying drop the transparency? Move to about 50%. Interesting. That'll make the blacks not black any. Well, I mean, because it'll shrink, so it'll refix that and increase the brightness. Let's see, we'll do this one. Increase the brightness by 4 to 10%. Let's just go ahead and do 10% on that, and saturation by 30%. Okay. The opacity, we went -50. We added 10% to bright. Alright, let's go 10% on this, and then saturation we did 30. One, two, three, four, five, six. I can get 6 of these little guys on there to make sure to see. I just make them smaller. I'd love to be able to. Yeah, I can get these closer because it doesn't matter if they overlap or get really, really close to each other as long as the settings are correct. I can put more of them in here. Oh, I can get four in here. You get 6. Let's make them smaller. I can get 6 in here. And I can test out like a different character, add them in here as well. 6. Okay. Then I can do a couple others of the characters this way. There we go. End up losing a little bit of base, but that's okay. Worth it. So it goes over top of that one. There. Got that. That'll be allow us to check those colors. So the other it's in here. Okay, so we've got our bird friend here. Let's check him against all of this as well. Could have fit one more experiment in there, but that's okay. All right, so we got those. Should we do something more? Problem is, if I pick something like this, it's gonna compress it down because we already got these things pretty small. It's gonna compress it down even further. Let's go with the darker colored one. Should we do it with the wizard one? Should we do the ninja one, or should we do the wizard one? One would be a better test. That one's way darker. Let's do the ninja. Hopefully these fit. Don't know if they will. That should work. Let me double check to see if there are any other online resources that give me okay. Let's see what other websites say. I hate websites that have pop-up ads on them. Such annoying. Okay. The color will also darken as well. The account for this adjusts the transparency of the original image to about 50%. This way you can achieve about the same color as the original size once it shrinks. Okay, that one just has just straight 50%. We have brightness, contrast, saturation. I already know that one's going to be too saturated. Maybe I don't do that one. Maybe we just do one that's Because the saturation is just going to make it too saturated, too bright. And that's not what we're going for. Same thing with the contrast. The neutral, the control is fine. The contrast is going to give us a little bit. Brightness 100%. Yeah, let's change this one to... let's not do saturation 100% because that's not going to give us any usable information. Let's just do 50% on the opacity. Yeah, because it makes it a little bit dull. Maybe that's why this one a little bit is at 50% opacity, 10% brightness, and 30% saturation. It's going to bring the color back up a little bit here, which is good. Keep pressing caps lock. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, this was my original brightness, contrast, saturation. Do we want to do just contrast here, though? Is the big question. Okay, let's check out this Reddit post. It does not give me any settings. Turn down the opacity of the images to 50%. I had 0 problem on my very first go. I will try turning the opacity up a little bit next time to see if it prints a bit more vibrant. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is that the vibrancy is going to go way down on that -50 opacity. We're gonna lose a whole bunch on it. Let's see. Okay, this is my current settings that I'm using. Is that one. Let's see. On top of there. That one on top of there. But the one I want. Okay, there we go. Contrast one I know is not going to be right. That one's going to be messed up. So is it worth doing? Because our control is going to give us... Yeah, let's change this one, because this is not going to help give us any actionable information besides it's just going to be blown out. Let's do... That one might be worth it. Do negative 100% on the blacks. That will give us definitely more vibrancy. Let's try that. Okay, cool. Yeah. So the whole idea is since like I said, the shrink plastic, when it compresses down, it makes the colors more vibrant because all of those, essentially like the pixels, they get closer together, right? So we want to take a lot of the color pigmentation out of the image or the character, whatever it is, the illustration, and then this way that there's less of it. When it compresses, it tries to go back closer to what the original color is. So that's kind of what we're going at. I know that the brightness 100, the black lines, that will be fine. The one that I've set up and been using that made our little character super orange, which is not what we want. Actually, I don't have I do have a picture of him. He's right here. Super orange. We don't want that. But like you can see these little guys, they were fine. We want to get him closer back to brown. That's why we've got these ones. So I'm gonna have to go through and do all the settings for these guys. The control is fine. I'll do 100% brightness on these ones. One at a time. 100% brightness. Let's take this down. This down. This one is 50% here. Contrast, 50% saturation. That's why he came out so orange, that extra saturation right there. Saturation. Contrast. Contrast, saturation, 50%. Okay. Yeah, that one's gonna come out super dark. Let's just do 50% opacity. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely tell difference here. Let's see, 50% opacity, 10%, 10% brightness, 10% brightness. And then 30% with saturation. Let's do that again. 50% opacity. Saturation is 30. Let's see. Brightness is 10. Yeah, brightness, yeah, those three things. Okay, let's try that here. Opacity, 50%. I'm hoping I don't have to do this experiment twice with other new things. I'm hoping one of these 6 gets me much closer. Hoping. But you never know. 30%. Okay. I can definitely say this one is going to be oversaturated, the one that I'm currently using. The brightness 100%, that's probably going to be super orange. These other ones over here feel more worthy. I have a feeling this one might be the closest. Might have to adjust the opacity back up a little bit. I think 50% might be too much. I just has a feeling. They're really losing like the black lines around the outside. That one would work. I wonder if we cut that. Nah, it's gonna be too light then. I think this one's not gonna end well. That's gonna make him super dark comparative, probably close to what these are. It's not bad. I wonder if I drop the opacity on that. I could do that. %70 transparency. Transparency. Yeah, I feel like we lose vibrancy. But it would be closer to the original color. These ones are going to be blown up. That's how we got that super orange one. Let's do... Okay, so we're going to make an adjustment to this. We're going to do comma minus... let's see. That's OPA minus 70... comma, what did I just do to this one? I just did contrast 100%. Black minus 100, opacity minus 70, contrast plus 100. Okay, I think that will be... Yeah, I think that's better for that. The only one that I'm worried about is it's going to make his suit down here, because of the contrast, I believe. This little blue suit, it's going to make it dark rather than blue. I think it's going to make it almost black in that same space. Yeah, it's going to, when it goes down to here, it's in a, just goes super, super dark. It's supposed to be more blue than it is black. Color theory and balancing. Something that I also have to do when I'm illustrating pages and stuff like that, as well, is trying to look at the overall tonality of everything, make sure everything's within the same kind of setup spectrum. If I'm doing some type of like emotional setup or whatever it is that's happening on the page, some of those things can change as well. So making sure to use them appropriately for what you're doing, and to, when you're doing stuff like this, getting correct. Design tips. 50% larger than finished, yes. We'll shrink to 20%, we already know that. Not super standard. If not using super sanded shrink, okay, that's fine. That gives me no tips on printing. Let's see. Shrink film, yes, it does curl up when it's shrinking. That is normal. Both sides are printable. No. At least I thought they were not printable. All shrink films styles are 0.10. No, that's not. Lots of videos out there, not a lot of like posts about it. Let's check this one. Shrink film. Yup. Advertisements, got it. That is one of the nice things about what I've set up with my website, is that there's no advertisements on it except for GoDaddy, who they have to have their advertisement at the very, very top thin little bar. But no pop-ups, no, I don't even think we have the one that says, is it okay if we install cookies on your, I don't think we even have that one. I think I turned that off. I get it, I know. Advertisements make a ton of money. They just suck. Whenever you're trying to like read something and then one pops up right in the freaking front of you. I think the worst ones are those sites where they're like, spin to win a prize. It's like, no, I instantly close and go away from it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Let's see. Interface shrink to 50% of the original size. Right, how to print. That's fine. 24 hours for ink to cure. That's not necessarily true. It's interesting. They have all the information on this one blog post except for how to take the image and turn down the colors and opacity and stuff like that. Thank you, thanks. Okay, we'll look at one more place. Need to print images on shrink film. Here we go. Now this photo shows 3 images printed on 3 different. This is Wonder Woman is printed mainly on 220 grit sanded. Notice the right selection. It has been printed on plain unsanded shrink film. Notice the feathering in the lower left hand corner of that. Gotcha. It's time to shrink. Oh, see, they didn't say it again. Those are on clear. So there are different types of shrink plastic. There is white and there's clear. So you could almost make little stained glass style images as well and shrink those down. Okay, I think we've got this pretty good. I think we've got a pretty good setup here to be able to look at each one of these. Yeah, that one I know is going to be, that one's going to be way off. It's going to be one of these bottom ones. Well, but that's what it's there for, so it makes sense. All right. Push the time a little bit here, so... Oh, look, Sora's laying on her rock, or laying next to her rock. Her crystal. Her emotional support rock she's hanging out with. So, we're going to take our break here, do 3 minutes of ads, and then we'll come back and then we'll roll up our show so that I can go to this birthday party. And then I'll be back on Wednesday. So, stick around. We'll be right back after these brief messages. All right, we have returned. Thank you all for sticking around for that. Appreciate it. All right. So we're just chilling still. We do need to bring her in so we can take off, but that is going to do it for the day for this Monday. Sorry, that is short. Like I said, I totally botched that and forgot that we had a party to go to, so that one's on me. Maybe if I get back later this evening, maybe we'll pop the stream back on, or maybe we'll stream longer on Wednesday. One of the two. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do, but we'll figure it out. We'll do something. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll be back on Wednesday. I will be here on Friday. Let me double check, make sure nothing else is going on that's crazy that's happening. Wednesday's good. Friday's good. Yeah. Sweet. So, thank you for coming by. Thank you, Coffee Kindred, for stopping by and petting our assistant. Appreciate that. And that's it. Thank you all, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.